Hi, spiritual superstars. Happy New Year 2022. Happy New Year. So, what is an empath's job? Well, let's start off by just sharing what an empath is. But you know what you do when you come here. You come in and type in your pound or hashtag 41s, the opening of the spirit realm, and we raise it up. So, are you ready? Let's do it. Take a deep breath in, raising your vibration, kissing your higher self, connecting with the divine, challenging your human, and let it out. Push it all the way out. Oh, that feels so wonderful. Get used to doing that. So, what is an empath? An empath is someone who is spiritually aware that they feel energy at a heightened level. An empath may recognize that they are actually an energy healer. So, an empath is someone who automatically wants to heal others. An empath wants to take that energy they feel from others and transform it. So, an empath automatically chooses in that moment to absorb someone else's energy because an empath believes quite naturally and automatically that they are meant to heal in that way. But I'm going to challenge your thinking and ask you to look at it from a very unselfish perspective. So I believe that an empath can be very selfish without knowing that we're being selfish. See, an empath is someone who automatically feels that energy coming to them. And that's regardless of whether that energy is directly in line or in alignment with someone right there. So for example, if they're having a conversation and so you've got a place of that energy, right? You've got an origin right there. An empath is aware that that may not be the case every time we feel energy. It can be from someone you have no idea exists in this world, in this universe. We feel energy that has an origin from another lifetime. We feel energy from an origin that has yet to come into this dimension, meaning we have premonitions. We feel energy that is not always in a physical body called a human because we are mediums and channels and we feel energy on a spiritual level. So when we feel that, we automatically feel like we've got to do something with it. We have to do something with it when that's simply not true. And we don't have to be the ones to always heal others. That's not true. An empath's job is not to heal everybody. Your job as an empath is not to always absorb someone else's energy. Why is that? Why is that? Before I go into that, I'm Nicole. Let me introduce myself. Welcome to anyone who is new to our family. I'm Nicole Honore V, founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy. And if you just saw some things go up and down the screen. You just saw what I saw. And I'm going to question you and ask you if you think that was energy. Was that an orb? Was that spiritual energy? Was that an entity? Was that paranormal activity? Just going to throw that out there, and I want you to comment down below what you believe that to have been, if you saw that. And if you didn't, rewind this video. Check it out. Hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and come on back for more free spiritual guidance too. So, in Empath, we don't mean to be selfish in that way. But an empath's job is not always to engage that energy that comes at us. An empath's job, in my humble opinion, is to teach others. An empath is chosen. You feel that energy on a heightened level, and you're aware of it. And your challenge is to not allow it to take you wherever that energy wants to take you. So, for example, if you're feeling overwhelmed energy coming at you from out of the blue, if you feel like you have a very difficult time being around other people in a crowded area or at the store or any kind of, atmosphere where there's multiple people, sometimes at your job, at school, sometimes at get-togethers where there's only 3 more people, you just feel like there's this overwhelming sensation that comes over you. Your job is not always to transform and heal that energy. The unselfish way to look at it, in my opinion, is to look at really what's going on. You're feeling energy. You're feeling energy. That means you're aware of energy that may not be yours. But we have to pick our battles and be very careful about the battles that we pick, right? And so when you look at it that way, you know that you have a choice. You have a choice whether or not you are going to choose to engage that energy. You have every right to say, no, I'm not going to choose that energy. That energy is definitely not my energy, because all of a sudden I feel sad, or all of a sudden I feel angry, or all of a sudden I feel disappointed or confused, or all of a sudden I feel attacked, or all of a sudden I feel like something's getting ready to happen that's dangerous. You have a choice in that moment. But what the unevolved empath usually chooses is to engage that energy simply because you haven't learned yet to have that healthy boundary. And it is a matter of you knowing your standard in this 3rd dimension. It is a matter of you learning your self-worth. It is a matter of you learning your values. What do you value? Because that energetic exchange is going to always happen. Your job is to understand it and teach it. Your job is not always to heal someone else's energy. Your job is always to use the wisdom that you've obtained in that moment and teach someone else how to heal their own energy. Empaths, I'm here to tell you that your purpose in this third dimension that we call life is to teach. You are the chosen, and we need you to teach us how to handle our own energy. That is what I believe an empath's job is, because absorbing someone else's energy is not always the healthiest thing for you. So I want to challenge you in any belief system that you've adapted, that you have said, you know what, oh, okay, that makes sense, just because you haven't had another perspective. Absolutely, Shireen, it drains your energy. So why in the world would you automatically think that divine source, our infinite power, wants you to walk through this life? Now that's a piece of lint that you just saw, a piece of hair, because I'm looking at it through my human eyes, okay? The other thing I saw earlier, not so much. Our infinite power does not want us to be drained, exhausted, and lacking of what we need in this third dimension. No way. We're gifted with spiritual gifts for a reason. Use them to not only live your most successful life, your happiest life, but to help someone else live theirs too. I hope this has helped you. Please comment down below and let me know. And get on over to spiritualguidanceacademy.com. If you need to learn more about how to hear from God, our infinite power, download the ebook. You definitely want the solutions that you need so that you're not seeking outside validation, and that you have the solutions right there within you. Learn how to develop your relationship with our infinite power before you learn how to trust human beings, because your spirit of discernment has to be strong, and you're not here to be drained. You're not here to be taken from energy vampires, and you're not here to be swayed just when energy comes at you and go in the direction that that energy wants you to go in. No, you're a teacher. You're chosen. And we need you to step up and step into that position. But you've got to know you're worthy enough to lead in that way. And you're an empath, and you are chosen. All right, if there's anything else I can do for you, please never hesitate. Always let me know. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.